Today we're going to take a look at setting the content in code behind and special events with RAD HtmlPlaceHolder. RAD HtmlPlaceHolder is part of Telerik's RAD controls for Silverlight WPF control suite for .NET XAML development. In this video we're going to see how easy it is to specify the content using code behind, and we're going to take a look at a special event handler. Let's go ahead and jump inside of Visual Studio 2010 and get started. So here we are, we're back inside of Visual Studio 2010, and we're working with the same project we were working with in the first part of the series. So to get you up to speed, the only things that's really been added so far is under References, we have Telerik.windows.controls, and then inside of our page, our main page, we have Telerik, RAD HtmlPlaceHolder. We went ahead and gave it a name, and then we added a source URL to content.htm. Now this content.htm file lives in our web application, and as you can see here when I double clicked on it, it has a couple of different things going on. It has from a styling to an italics to some page breaks to even a bold. So if we run the app now, then this kind of gives you a quick glimpse of what we have built so far. So let's go back to our application and let's go back to our main page.xaml. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at how we would actually specify the source URL at runtime. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come back to my source URL and I'm going to remove that. I'm going to go back up to my main page.xaml.cs. So let's just go ahead and type in loaded, and let's paste in some code here, and we see we have RAD HtmlPlaceHolder, which was the name of our control, but then we have a property here called HTML source, and as you can see I'm just simply specifying some HTML. So I don't have to actually say, okay, here is the file that it contains in. I could create this string during runtime. So from here I can go ahead and we can launch the application again, and we can see that our HTML content's displayed properly. Now you can also set the URL through code behind just as well, and we can do that by simply coming back here and adding in RAD HtmlPlaceHolder dot source URL, and then setting that to a new URI, and we'll just use Bing here. Now once that's in place, we can simply come back, we can run our application, and you can see that our Bing homepage has been loaded. So there's also another event that you may want to pay attention to, and if we scroll back to our main page.xaml and we're on our RAD HtmlPlaceHolder, over under events you will see a URL loaded event. So I'll scroll down through this list, and so we have a URL loaded event. So I'm just going to simply double click this, and we can know exactly when our URL has been loaded by subscribing to this event. So we'll just go ahead here and we'll add in maybe a message box here and just say loaded. And now that we have that typed in, I'm just going to come back here and I'll give it a source URL again, and we'll hit debug, start without debugging. Our page loads, but then we can also have an event if we need to. So again, thank you for watching, and please tune in to tv.telerik.com for more videos, and check out blogs.telerik.com for the latest news and announcements.